Please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Again, good morning to all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Archana Sahu. I am from Noyagarh, Odisha. As far as my educational qualification concerned, I have completed my B.Ed from Berhampur University in 2018. After that, I have completed my post-graduation in mathematics from Raigada Autonomous College in 2020. I have 2 years of teaching experience in mathematics as a PGT teacher, and my hobby is cooking. I am very much fond of cooking. I belong to a nuclear family. That's all about me. Thank you.
Very good. So, what motivated you to take up teaching as a career option?
Sir, Sir, as a teacher is a noble profession. From my childhood, I have attracted towards this job, and as I have 2 years of experience, in that experience I have gained a lot of things that motivates me to apply in this job. And teacher is not a job. This is an emotion. When we will teach a student, we not only in educational, emotionally also we attach with a student. We have that responsibility to make the career of the student and give guidance. So I think teacher is the work through which I can serve my nation. That's why I have choose teaching profession.
So, teaching in general, and basically you are here for mathematics teaching.
Yes, sir.
So, how you motivate students so that they will end up doing well in mathematics? As you know, majority of the students often have a fear factor for mathematics, isn't it? So, being a mathematics teacher, how you motivate students in your class?
Sir, first of all, I will try to make interest towards mathematics in students.
Hmm.
I will use some pedagogical methods, just like child-centered approach and inductive approach. That they will not think that mathematics is a subject. They will think this is a game, or I will make my teaching so much fun. That's why they will not only reading that mathematics, they will also enjoy that. And I will connect my mathematics with their real life situation. That's why they can use their knowledge not only in the classroom but also in their real life.
But as you know, there are different types of students, and some students might test your patience. You test them, they don't score in spite of your all-out effort, your hard work. Few students may not do as well as others. In that case, how do you handle those weak students?
Sir, as we know that every student is unique. So first of all, I will find out what is their need and where they lack. First of all, I will find out the problem. Then if it is necessary, I will talk with the parents. Then I will find a solution and how to tackle this problem.
Okay. What is the impact of COVID pandemic on education?
Sir, as my point of view, in this pandemic situation, there is some merit and demerit also there. In pandemic situation, the merits are we learn how to use mobile phones, how to online classes. The teaching will more interesting if we'll use ICT in the classroom. Just like in mobile also, we can see different types of visual, audio, TLMS. So before this pandemic situation, due to every students are going to school, there is no the teachers are not using these things. But due to this pandemic situation, there is restriction to go outside. So every teacher are taking classes in online classes. That's why they can easily show them.
So, in a
ABS will
single
be
word,
MS.
has pandemic made education better or worse? Single answer, single sentence.
Sir, in some
No,
points
what
are
is
yes.
your opinion? If you have pros and cons, I am not
Yes.
going into detail.
Sir, little bit worse, sir.
Very good. Why you feel so?
Sir, because of these students, due to pandemic situation, students, there is a gap between the school and they in the study. That's why students forgot some basic things also, and it will take some time to capture the school culture again for the students.
Very good. And they lost the socialization, motivation, and teenagers are very difficult to concentrate single-handedly, etc. And a final question before other sirs will take over. Nowadays, uh, due to the pressure, as you are going to teach PGT, 11th and 12th students, they are preparing in an integrated way. So the true philosophy of NCERT, for which 11th and 12th syllabus is designed. So I have heard from parents as well as students that on the rat race of qualifying NEET or JEE, they are unable to master the true as a NCERT syllabus. So in that sense, when you teach, how is your approach? You focus more on their entrance or you focus more on academic studies in your preparation? Which is more important for a student during their 11th and 12th, according to you?
Sir, academic studies, sir.
But others will take a marks
Sir,
over them.
academics, because the fundamental things are very, very important. Academic things are also related to that JE entrance and another
Suppose the
entrance.
school has a tie-up with a national level coaching center like Allen or ACAS, and the authority will force you to abide by their syllabus, which was enforced on by the so-called national level players. In that scenario, you are in a catch-22 situation. In your heart, you know that academic is more important, but school authorities will tell you to focus more on entrance. In that scenario, how do you manage?
So simultaneously, I will do the extra work in the class hour. I will take the class, and after the class, I will focus on that entrance.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Archana, tell me, there is a gender stereotyping statement there. Basically, boys are better in mathematics than girls. Basically, in our Indian context, there is a gender stereotyping thinking. Do you agree with this statement?
No, sir. I am totally disagree with this statement.
How can we explain? How can you prove yourself that I am a better
Sir, I am
mathematician?
the example of this, sir. I very much like mathematics, and also I am preparing my mathematics for PGT mathematics. Also, I will teach students how to learn mathematics. If we will use the fun way, then everyone will teach or everyone will study.
Can you name any two Indian women those who are mastered in mathematics?
Sakuntala Devi, sir.
Have you seen the film?
No, sir, I have not seen that one, but I hear that. I've seen the trailer only.
How do you think that video and documentary can be used in teaching mathematics?
Sir, sorry, sir.
How do you think that video and documentary can be used in teaching mathematics?
Yes, sir. In mathematics,
Can you give an example by connecting a subject?
yes, sir. In mathematics, there is a chapter trigonometry.
Yes.
We know that there are so many applications of trigonometry. By using trigonometry, we can measure height of any object. So in video, I can show the students how to measure that in a video clip. I can show them. That is helpful for students, I think.
Different altitude and heights of different shapes and shape size.
Yes.
Don't you think to handle the adolescent students is the biggest challenge for a teacher or an opportunity for a teacher?
Sir, it is little bit challenging, but I think this is the opportunity for me.
How do you think so?
Because the adolescence period is problematic period for students. In teaching we can handle normal students, but if I will get that opportunity to to manage that adolescent students or problematic student, I can help the student which is in problem, then that is opportunity for me. In adolescence, due to some physical changes or mentally stressed, students are not in the stable mind. In this case, as a teacher, I will be friendly with adolescent students, and I can give them the positive way that they can follow and success in their life.
So you have said that you have already 2 year experience of teaching PGT mathematics in EMRS.
Yes, sir.
So do you know what is the motto of EMRS?
Motto of EMRS is to give free education to STSC students, which is belong to our tribal ministry.
Okay, Archana, you have already experience of 2 years how to handle the plus 2 students or 11th or 12th students. Have you got any such bad experience in the classroom by creating some nuisance by the students? Any bad experience during these 2 years while handling the class? Because you have already told that adolescent students is a problematic stage. Have you got any such bad experience? It was quite a good experience.
No, sir. Actually, what happened? These things happen to adolescent students.
Any experience with you? I'm
Experience.
particularly saying that. Have you ever experienced anything bad about it? Can you narrate the experience?
Yes, sir. When I was in Ecology Model Degree School, we know that due to secretion of this hormone, students are that may leads to students in a different way. But I don't think that is natural, sir. And as a teacher, I have discussed that with the students, and I have also find out the problem and solution also.
But any bitter experience, sir was asking any particular incident where you are challenged, you have to deal with that angry, aggressive student, and you dealt it successfully. Any adverse, bitter experience that you had to pull your patience and every talent to overcome that challenge, like interaction or something like that with that particular student, because they are, as you say, adolescent, very aggressive, hormonal secretion has made them not stable like that. Or you don't have any such experience?
No, sir, I don't.
So, how do you think that studying the child psychology and development would help you as a teacher? Do you
Yes.
think that
Yes, sir.
yes, how it will help?
Let's take an example in a classroom. If I couldn't able to study child psychology, then how can I find out the problem and how do I diagnose that? That's why child psychology is very, very important.
Okay, Archana. So I will ask you some basic mathematical question, then after
Yes.
I will ask you another question.
Okay. Actually, I did your postgraduate from Rayagada
Rayagada Autonomous
Autonomous
College.
College. So, from this, I perceive that you have a much more affection towards your mathematics.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means you are going to give some respect to your mathematician.
Yes, sir.
Can you name one mathematician?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ramanujan.
Date of birth?
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
I think 22 December, but year I don't
Exactly,
mention.
you don't know. Okay. Okay, it's okay, fine. Then, can I ask you some question about class 11 or 12th of mathematics? Do you have any exact clear-cut idea about your all the topics belongs to class 11 and 12?
Yes, sir.
Then, can you say me what is the application of relation and function? What we are reading in class 11? If we are going to give a lesson or give a class to a class 11 student, if someone asked you, ma'am, we are solving the question, and the exam comes in the exam question are coming and we are solving correctly. What is the application? Day-to-day application of relation and function.
In relation function, we have already studied about the domain and range.
Yes.
in a function or any type of function, we can easily find out what is the range of that function by giving some input. We can get that output. That is the one of the application of relation and function. And by using this relation function also we can find out inverse of any function also.
In day-to-day life, what we are getting?
In
relation?
physics they are using relation function. Transitive relation are also using in physics, and scientists are also using relation function to analyze the data.
Inside program also we are using. Just like to convert from, how could I convert from another unit to another unit, that means
We are using this one to convert son of
centigrade to
unit.
Fahrenheit, there is a relation behind that. Same relation, whatever you are going to put the value, you are going to find the output in terms of Fahrenheit. Again, what do you mean by greatest integer function?
Greatest integer function, suppose if there is a function f of x which is equal to, in a closed interval we will write x, and that x is not greater, the value of x is always less than value, greater value in less numbers.
Okay.
That is,
Yes, that means what greatest integer function means, I have to choose all the less numbers from that number, and among the less number which one is greater.
number.
Which one is greater? You have to choose this one. Achha. What do you mean by modulus function?
Modulus function is a function which is we can write f of x equal to mod of x. If we will give input any negative number or positive number, always we will get a positive output.
Okay. Have you heard about a term like eccentricity?
Yes, sir.
In which session you are going to apply this one?
In ellipse, there is eccentricity in ellipse and hyperbola. We are find out that eccentricity, and eccentricity E equal to C by A.
This is a ratio or what?
This is the ratio of the focus and major axis.
Or vertex length?
Vertex.
Okay. And can you compare the eccentricity between your parabola, hyperbola and ellipse?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In parabola, eccentricity equal to 1. In ellipse, the eccentricity is less than 1. And in hyperbola, eccentricity is greater than 1.
Then any other topic do you choose wants to the most?
Trigonometry, sir.
Trigonometry.
Yes.
Trigonometry will be applied on only right angle triangle or any other triangle?
Only right angle triangle.
I don't think so. Can I apply trigonometry on isosceles triangle, or in case of your acute angle triangle I can apply? Can I apply? There is a relation like cos A, cos B, cos C. In 10th or in 8th, the students are going to apply trigonometry in terms of right angle triangle. But in class 11 and 12, there is a topic like you can apply trigonometry in case of acute or obtuse angle triangle. Just like you are finding the formula for getting area of the triangle, just like half AB sin theta. If consecutive sides, adjacent sides are given and the angle included is also given, then you can find the area of the triangle by half AB sin theta.
Okay, sir.
What do you mean by permutation?
Permutation, the number of ways. That is the number of ways we will find any of the event, that is known as permutation.
What is the basic difference between differentiation and integration?
Differentiation. The
Basic
Integration.
difference between.
integration is antiderivative, just opposite of differentiation.
How can you differentiate the students in common terms? In common terms, how can you differentiate the students?
Sorry, sir. I don't know the answer.
Differentiation means breakdown, integration means combination, combining. Okay. Thank you, Archana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Archana, final question
Yes,
from
sir.
my side. Could you tell me in which year and which month National Education Policy was approved by the Cabinet?
Yes, sir. 29th July 2020.
So, what is its biggest goal, or what is its long-term goal?
Its long-term goal is to just modify our education system. In education system, we introduce multidisciplinary purpose, and the GDP, that is 1.7%, to increase to 6%.
Actually, the long-term goal is to transform the present education system by 2040. So, they have taken a 20-year program in which they plan to transform it. And it has replaced which education policy? That old national education policy which was implemented in which year? Yes.
1986.
Very good. Excellent. So, school years are changed from 10 plus 2 format to?
5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4.
Okay. So, 3 years of which school?
Sir?
That 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, 3 years of which school?
Can you differentiate?
Like
Yes, sir. Yes.
preschool, grade, preparatory, middle age. Can you differentiate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In 5 years, there is 3 preschool, and other 2 are our fundamental preschool. Then preparatory school, then middle school.
Then from which class to which class?
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Good.
Excellent.
And then secondary.
Middle school. And the government has introduced to go for coding and decoding program from which class?
Sir, 6th class.
Do you read newspaper?
Sir, actually I am not reading regularly newspaper, but when I will get free time, I am.
Yesterday an election took place in a particular state in India. What was that state? Our Prime Minister and lot of big political parties concentrated their power in that election. A state election, one of the important states of India. Could you tell? Yeah, it is Karnataka. Karnataka. Okay. Fine. Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Archana.
So a feedback will be given at the end of the session. So now it is your turn to take a class which will be observed by your demo session class in the classroom, and our esteemed teachers will observe it. So wait for a few minutes. You have to deliver a topic on your own.
So Archana, give a topic of your choice.
Okay, sir.
Class 11 or 12, whatever.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So today I will give a lesson that is relation function. I will discuss some subtopic, that is equivalence relation. So today's date is 12th May 2023, and our subject mathematics and topic is relation function. Relation and function. So in this relation function there is a subtopic, that is equivalence relation. Today we will discuss on this topic. So before going to start equivalence relation, let's see what is relation. In our day-to-day life, so many relations are there: brother-sister relation, father-mother relation. So in mathematics also there are different types of relations are there. Let's see. Suppose I will tell A parallel to B. So here A is related to B by which relation? That is parallel relation. Similarly, we can say A is perpendicular to B. Here the relation is perpendicular relation. Similarly, A is less than B. Here the relation is less than relation. So in mathematics also different types of relations are there. So what is relation? Let's see the definition of relation. relation is the subset of the Cartesian product. Relation is the subset of Cartesian product. So what is Cartesian product? Let's first of all discuss on Cartesian product. Cartesian product is nothing but, if I will take two sets, suppose there is a set A and set B. The Cartesian product of set A and set B is the all the order paid which are possible to set A to set B. That is our Cartesian product. So we can denote this Cartesian product as A cross B. If I will take set A equal to 1, 2 are the elements of set A and B is the element, B is the set where the elements are 3 and 4. Let us find out the Cartesian product A cross B equal to, first of all we will take the element of set A, then we will take the element of set B. So first 1, 3, then 1, 4, then 2, 3, then 2, 4. Here we can check in every pair the first element is belongs to set A and second one is belong to set B. If I will write B cross A, what will be it? This is 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2. That means here what happened? The first element is from set B, second element is from set A. So here A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Why? We have to take the order pair. Order means, suppose I will take an example, that is A comma B. A is son of B. That means A is son, B is the father. If I will write B comma A, which place is this? Son, and this one is for father. So can I say B is the son of A? No, that's wrong. That's why always we have to take order pair. In this Cartesian product, we have already seen these are the outcomes, or these are the A cross B. So always there is if there is a relation, that relation is always subset of this one, or we can write R is subset of A cross B.
Can you just focus on the equivalence relation? Just leaving the relationship relation concept just.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So what is equivalence relation? A relation R in set A is known as equivalence relation if first thing is it is reflexive. It is reflexive. Then second one is it should be symmetric. Then third one is it should be transitive. If any relation satisfy all these three options, reflexive, symmetric, transitive, we can call that relation is equivalence relation. First of all, let us see what is reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. When we will talk about types of relation, or suppose there is a set A, always we will talk about that A to A only. So, in this reflexive relation, if there is a set A and the elements A comma A belongs to R, then we can call it reflexive relation. Let us see an example. Suppose there is a set A equal to 1, 2, 3 and relation is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Here we can say for A equal to 1, again we have that image 1, 1, that means same, all are same. So, it is a reflexive relation. Reflexive means what? If anyone will stand in front of a mirror and he can see or she can see the reflection in that mirror, that means that person and that image is equal. That type of things we can see reflexive relation. So, let us see another example. Suppose
Give an direct example of equivalence relation.
Equivalence relation. Okay, sir.
Direct example of equivalence.
Okay, sir.
Which can be reflexive or symmetric.
Sure, sir. Let us see. Let T is the types of triangles. T is a set, that is types of triangles. If I will describe a relation that is R T1 T2 such that T1 is congruous to T2. In this case, first of all we will check for reflexive. For reflexive, we know that what is congruency of triangle. If the corresponding sides and corresponding angles of the triangles are equal, we can say that is congruent. Here T1 congruent to T2, that means in this two triangle, this side equal to this side equal to this side and this side equal to this side. Similarly, angles are also equal, this angle equal to this angle equal to this angle equal to this angle. If T1 belongs to R, T2 belongs to R, then T1 should belongs to R. These two triangles are congruent. That means every triangle is congruent to itself. So, it satisfies the reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. Now, we will check for symmetric. For symmetric, if there is a AB belongs to R, there should be a BA that is also belongs to R. Here our A is T1, B is T2. That means T1 is congruent to T2. If I will write T2 is congruent to T1, this one is also correct. That means it also satisfies the symmetric relation. Let us check for transitive relation. We know that the definition of transitive relation is if AB belongs to R, R is the relation, BC belongs to R, then there should be AC belongs to R, then that will be our transitive relation. Here I will take 3 triangles T1, T2, T3. If I will write T1 is congruent to T2 which is belongs to R, then T2 is congruent to T3 which is belongs to R. If one triangle is congruent to another triangle and this triangle is congruent to, we have another triangle, then we can say the first triangle is congruent to the third triangle. We can write this. So, here T1 also congruent to T3. That means this relation T1 congruence to T2 satisfy all the relations, that is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. That is why this is the equivalence relation.
Okay. Thank you, Archana.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Archana, your interview was a nice one, but there are few shortcomings which I have identified. The first thing, when I have asked you to introduce about yourself, you spoke little bit more. You have to be very brief and concise. For example, I haven't asked you about your hobbies, so there is no need to tell about your hobbies. Just simply tell that you have come, your name, educational qualification and past experience as a teacher. Because when there is a proverb, when you are in Rome, you have to behave like Romans. That means you have come here for teacher interview. So all your energies and attention have to be concentrated just how you are tailor-made to be a teacher. This is the first thing. Second thing, you have a very pleasant personality, but it will add more value to your personality if you bear a charming disposition. In other words, you must have a smiling face. When a smile costs nothing but gives us $1 million response. So you have to bring your $1 million smile, not exactly a lot of smile, but a little bit of smile will add more value to your personality or more charm that will influence, have a positive impact on the board member. Second, and third thing, when you are speaking something, suppose you don't know the answer, simply saying no won't harm you, because the board member always prefer a candidate who is more genuine. They don't, because everybody doesn't know everything. In the Google age, one can get the information in a split second. So when you don't know something, like I have asked you about the election in which state it took place, suppose you don't know, you haven't done any crime, so there is no need to, because that might demoralize you for next question. So forget that, because you have to concentrate that you have answered 8 out of 10 questions correctly. So that won't take away the good things from you. So you don't feel disheartened even if you don't know any answer. Simply say, sorry sir, I have forgotten, but I haven't read yesterday's newspaper, like that. Otherwise you are brilliant, and randomly I have asked questions and you have answered most of them successfully. So I am quietly confident that you will get selected 100%. Okay.
ओके अर्चना, कि बैठने की तरीका भी बहुत अच्छी थी, एंड योर वॉइस वाज गुड, वॉइस वाज गुड, वेरी क्लियरली ऑडिबल. एंड वन थिंग, मैंने जब आपसे पूछा कि आपका एक्सपीरियंस बताइए, टेल सम बैड एक्सपीरियंस और बेटर एक्सपीरियंस दैट यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस ड्यूरिंग दिस 2 years ऑफ टीचिंग. बोला एक्सपीरियंस वाला सब्जेक्ट को आपको इग्नोर नहीं करना चाहिए, कुछ ना कुछ तो बताना है. अगर आपका एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, बेटर एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, तो बोल देना है, सिर्फ ऐसे ही बोलना है, सर मेरा अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है बच्चों के साथ. ओके. एंड वन मोर थिंग, दैट व्हेन यू आर आंसरिंग ए क्वेश्चन, always try to precise your answer, don't elongate it. Elongated answer will obviously keep the interviewer into a boring position, that may give you a negative attitude. Okay. So, and sir will give you feedback about your teaching feedback, about your mathematical knowledge, and about how do you have provided your demo teaching. Okay sir.
Archana, you have did very well in your interview exams. But one more thing in demo, I want to give you some extra point. That is, when sir asked you to come directly to the equivalence relation, you have did a example of your what is that, congruence? Yes or no? You can write another way, just like we have discussed in the previous, just like R is equal to, you can give some order pair in the form of a relation. You can give that example. Sir, this one is your, come to the direct to the point and finish it within a 10 to 15 minutes. No need to elongate it. Otherwise, you have a very good idea and you can do it. I know, we know all what we are sitting here, and we wish that you got success in your exam. Thank you.
All the best.
What do you think that what is your self assessment about your interview? That is very much important. We can assess you externally, but your internal evaluation and internal assessment matters much.
How
So
you felt?
how you feel?
Sir, as Pradeep sir told that there is a lacking of smiling face. I felt that one, and I have to take some break, 2 to 5 seconds, but I have not taken that break
Yeah.
in some questions. I felt that one also, and
That is
when,
called artful pauses in teaching.
yes sir,
If you are taking that pause is artful pause.
Yes, sir.
It's mandatory.
Perfectly acceptable.
some questions I have taken, but in some questions I have not
You
taken.
spoke certainly, yeah.
Yes sir, and I think eye contact is that I have
No, you have
properly or not, sir?
proper eye contact.
It was good.
You are
Okay,
looking
sir.
all the members, not concentrating one. That is fantastic.
Okay,
No
sir.
fear, no nervousness.
And in demo teaching, I observe one thing that I should use the blackboard properly. I leave that upper part of that blackboard. I
Okay.
left that one.
It was okay.
Yes sir.
That doesn't matter much. When you are delivering a teaching, your subject knowledge matter.
Yes sir.
Really, it was nice interaction. Hope you do best in the. Thank you.
Thank you sir.